It didn't. It happened on Lucent's pick. So now we go into Forge Blitz. I have a feeling now, given the fact that we've just seen that in that map, that for Forge Blitz is going to be the similar kind of thing.
Yeah, the worry for me now, going into Forge Blitz, is Lucent's opportunity to really take it to Supremacy and use their momentum. Their best trait was of aggression is reclaimed. Honestly, I thought Supremacy, you know, winning those initials, that was so crucial for them. They were so dominant both up top and in the bottom barn, top barn fights that, yeah, I think going into the Supremacy, they're going to be on a high. Lucent, after that, you know, that first map win, I think that's at the back of their mind now, and that loss is more so towards the front of their thinking. And Forge Blitz, it is a very technical map. It's less about those aggressive plays. It's more about the rotations. The setups need to be on point. This is going to be a big test for Team Lucent, and I honestly think Supremacy are strong favourites going into this one. 100%,
and I agree with you there, Toby. This is such a, and I'm sure this has been said before by previous casters who've casted esports, but this Forge Blitz map is a very, very open map, and you know it does rely heavily on teamwork. It does rely heavily on team fire. Team Lucent aren't that type of team. They haven't proved to be that type of team. They hunt in packs. They love their shotgun fights. So I agree, and I think Supremacy are going to come out favourites here. You know, sorry, favourites. Come out victors here after this map.
Well, final map, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the Twitch chat who you think is going to win, and let's see if Lucent can gain a little bit back their momentum, their ability with a shotgun, or Supremacy continue their reign in this match. 7-3 is a statement in itself. On Reclaimed, checking up top, Dynam does find Cougars. Fractures answers back. Dynam will fall. Big shotgun fight. It's so close. Zorkos does win in the end. A hard-fought victory there. And he does have access to that button if necessary. But, you know, looking at this camera here, it looks like Supremacy are being aggressive over towards the home street too.
Yeah, great rotation here by Supremacy, and this is going to be an interesting fight, this 2v2, because they are getting a domination. But Strikers says...
Oh,
Physics says...
actually.
Physics says no. Now we see Supremacy putting pressure on the Team Lucent home hill.
Oh my. Staring at each other, almost stunned. The triple cap's blinking. Hearts are racing, I'm sure.
Look at the movement from Strikers.
Okay,
elegant like
stuff.
a fish in the water, and Supremacy take round one.
Please wait for me to compose myself after that one. Wow, what a round, and 1-0. It's just by the book again for me. Supremacy, they win so clearly up top. It was a close 1v1 at the end. Zorkos wins. No need to sit by and watch that button. He can already start overextending. Physics comes out of nowhere with the flanks over on the home hill. And a 10-second respawn time or a first-round triple cap. It's not easy, but Supremacy, they made it look like that.
Yeah, it made it look very, very easy, Toby. And just to say as well, as they were rotating to that home hill, there was just so much Lancer fire going in from Supremacy. Yeah. And it made it impossible for Team Lucent to have anything other than trying to force that 1v in a very short space, you know, a very short space of time and in a very close space as well. So I think it's going to be pretty much the same here. Supremacy going into that 2v2 control room type fight.
Let's have a look. As well this time around, so the ante has been upped. You definitely need to send 2 players at least up there now to contest for that. Zorkos and Dynam just lurking. The movement is not enough to sway Zorkos though. The back A comes through. He picks that up, and actually Dynam does get a kill on Cougars as well, as 3 members are down for Team Lucent. And
this is what we like to see! Zorkos nearly picking up the headshot there, but we are seeing a trip-tap cap domination here from Supremacy. Strikers takes out Legends to what? He's just denied at the last second, man. Fractious does a great job to take down Strikers. Can he take the second? He does take the second. Is he going to take the third? Oh, Zorkos with the sniping headshot there. Woo, unlucky with the second there, but he's going to get taken down. And great defense from Lucent there. Great defense by Lucent. And now they're pushing forwards. We're looking at 2 members down again from Supremacy. They can maybe make some position here, take some control of this map.
Good job from Cougar staying alive. The sniper is now lost, of course, as Zorkos did fall. So immediately this round has been flipped in his head. It was a triple cap opportunity, a good one of that. Now Lucent are entering back into the mix. Dynamo, another shotgun kill.
Fractures.
Fractures with the up A. But here comes Supremacy fighting back. I'm not sure if they know Fractures is there. Yes, they do. Chris tries to push right into the gun of Fractures. And this is a very difficult game. You feel as though for both teams, so strategic in nature, positions changing every second. Here comes Legends to try and take back tower control room, if you will. And Physics has regrouped there as well. There's just so many lanes, so many factors to consider right now for both teams. And with that snipe spawning as well, very soon, someone has to stay up there.
Someone does, and Strikers, look at the crossfire he's putting in from that top control room area.
It's picked up as well.
You know, Exuves are trying to, Fractures and Exuves do take down Dynam. And Lucent do have good position here. Strikers giving support, but I believe he needs to move, and now Legends is just going to go straight to the back of Strikers, and he's going to pick up the sniper.
I would be Lucent right now instead of picking that up.
Very good position here.
Yeah, he was, but Zorkos has been body checked. No one can clean that one up, though. I just had a pan. There goes camera. Where's Legends gone? I think he's just peeking with that sniper. No, there he is. He's in a fight, actually. Dynam has entered the mix, but is the triple cap going to come through? We'll have to check right now on that B hill. No, the B hill isn't going to be broken. It's the A hill. Oh. Fractures fighting, but the numbers advantage is in Supremacy's side. Dynam finds Legends as well. This is Supremacy answering back very quickly, and they do need to do that because look at the score.
It is indeed, and Supremacy are going to have to, like you say, they're going to have to do something here to get this back. But I believe if they are to get this 2-cap, they will catch up on points. So Lucent do need to either get a D-cap, and no, it's just going completely the other way. Supremacy getting more caps. And now it's going back into Lucent, and Lucent, Cougars does a great job in taking down Physics and picking up his mate. They take down Strikers, and this is going to be a close one.
It is nail-bitingly close. Team Lucent will win on points if this stays the same. They'll need one hill now to win, and they are turtling up on that C hill. Rightfully so. It is 1-1 right now on this final map.
1-1, 1-1. And we've seen this so often, you know, Dam and also Reclaimed. We saw that both those maps at the start, you know, there was one team who would always, well, Supremacy, sorry, in those two maps always took the leads and got 2-3 rounds, but this is looking like a much closer contest, which, I'll be honest with you, Toby, I didn't expect.
You and me both, honestly. You know, looking at the weapon placement side of things, the block has come through on the Incinerator. Sniper just still up top, that looming variable really does add so much pressure to both teams. It's another factor to consider when coming out of spawn. Oh, is the snipe still up? Am I going to have to run up there instead of helping my teammates in the important B and home street lanes? Of course, this initial becomes even more important. Oh, Fractures goes for a sneaky angle. Chris is down, that's very good. Timed perfectly, knowing that Supremacy aren't going to shoot him in the back as he does that. Great communication. Are they going to win this 2v2 now, though? Zorkos flying through. Or Dynam, rather, and Fractures just plays his life, pulling back. And as he's doing that, making distance, putting in those shots. And that's a very good 2v2 victory for them, although that quickly turns into a 3v1 somehow. As Physics comes out of nowhere, he will get dropped. And advantage Lucent.
Questionable decision there from Physics, but Lucent do take that out, you know, take control of that very convincingly. That 2v2 in the favor of Lucent quite quickly as well. And now we see the sniper in the hands of Fractures. What is he going to do?
Just staring at the player there over on Home Street. In Supremacy, most players are going to come out of their spawn.
I like that angle, though. I like that angle. I think that's a great angle for Fractures. But he's going to move. He's going to try and get another angle.
Sniper's so influential. Look at the open space. They have to cross to use Supremacy to get to the B hill or the control room. Fractures, I like this as well. Just pulling out, playing it passive, rotating around to the home street just to hold on to B. Oh, he's just trying to find that perfect position to catch off guard Supremacy. Probably don't even know where he is right now. And this could be the surprise factor. Chris to his left. He's going to get the body check in the back. No, he will miss. Chris doing work, though, himself, but will fall. And the overextension has paid off for Team Lucent. They called the rotation. Fractures joined them. Sniper in hand. He could just stare at Physics now to stop this angle. He's going to try and do that, but to no avail as Cougars does get downed. Zorkos does clean up, and Supremacy are holding on to this B hill for now, but Lucent, they have the opportunity to rotate and get it back here.
Yeah, and you know, this is going to go in Supremacy's favour now. They're going to pick up a large majority of the points here if they hold this race, hold this to a strong standard.
Difficult situation. Physics just edging around that cover, forcing Legends out of cover.
Knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Fortin's rolling back. I think that was a body check, and he's still abusing that. You know what? I'm going to stay on board with the sniper, I think. He's going to look for that body check. Not going to find anything. Zorkos trying to push. Oh, press the button. It's going to take his teammate out in that situation as well. Maybe not necessary as Strikers and Chris are pushing heavily just by the side. Legends forced to pull back, and I think, yeah, Fractures is flanking. But look at the points as well. The points situation is so close. I'd start worrying about the hills if I were these players.
Great play from Lucent there, recognizing that, you know, the player was weak and they just kind of collapsed on him together. Great teamwork there. Surprisingly great teamwork, Lucent, on this map.
This is the issue when you start sniping. You have one less body going towards hills. Physics, he's been forced out of the control room, but it's maybe a little bit too late. The numbers have been really favoring Lucent here. Fractures finishes off in style with the double. 2-1, Lucent do take the lead. And
you can hear the Lucent team members screaming every kill they get. You know, really trying to hype themselves in this last map here. And as they come to the final moments, the rounds start to go on. I feel like they're going to get more and more hyped, and that's scary news for Supremacy. Scary news.
Hamburst are going to go down for Supremacy. You know, kind of like a base weapon placement. I want to describe that as typical for them.
Nothing too frantic at this stage, Toby. Nothing too frantic.
Nothing too frantic, and it can, you know, be used quite resourcefully on this map, given the open spaces. 2v2 once again up top, and for the sniper, both teams meeting each other with equal numbers. Zorkos is actually going to take out Cougars this time round. Fractures does win his 1v versus Dynam. This all comes down to this for the 1v, at least for the sniper.
If he takes this, I feel like Lucent could have a really good position.
Legends with a double off screen as well. This is big. Well, it's just being such an extensive 1v1. Because it's so important. Zorkos, though, with a push down the cover. A reaction shot as well to dispatch of his opponent. Great body check. Knows exactly where to aim. Here comes Cougars, though. The spanner in the works.
Don't do it.
No. Zorkos holds on. And he has had a truly fantastic round. This could be the ticket to the triple cap. He's done enough for his team, but can his team win out on C? Great play there from Zorkos.
You know, takes one, gets the down, takes another, and now Supremacy are in a position where they may get the trip cap domination. Zorkos takes out one, Fortins takes out Dynam. Physics takes out Fortins. And now we see the pressure being mounted by Supremacy. Look. Fractures by himself. If he takes this, that would be huge. If he takes this up.
The move when he's trying to close the gap, Strikers keeps his distance. It's textbook from both of these players, and Strikers does hold his nerve in such a high-pressure scenario. He's done it again. The roll is not going to help him. Fortins holds on. Everyone is at the edge of their seat after that,
I'm going to say it for a last time. Well, maybe not a last time, Toby, but holding on by the thread of their woolly socks they have on today. We've seen that so many times in these matchups so far, and Lucent, a great job. But look at the team fire here from Supremacy. There's nowhere to go. They're trapped in a cage of bullets.
Such brilliant Gears of War on offer right now from both of these two teams. Zorkos finds Legends. Fractures with the headshot as well. Not the sniper that I was perhaps hoping for there. Chris is waiting just for that, and his angle's actually paid off in securing this B hill. The points build-up is quite significant now, though. Supremacy close to a 60-point lead. Big shotgun fight. Zorkos has proved consistent in this area. Baits the push from Cougars. It is so on point from Zorkos. So intelligently played in that shotgun battle, as always.
Great there from Zorkos again. He's definitely been at the end of a couple of key scenarios, that being one of them, and he's always come out the victor. So he does that as well. Great shot there from Zorkos. And this is looking like a Supremacy round so far. Zorkos left to roam and take down everyone in his path, and that's exactly what he's showing at the moment.
Oh, Cougar stays alive, but
And as I say that, he doesn't.
Yep.
The curse of the caster.
Curse of the caster indeed. It's 2-2, folks. And it is neck and neck still. This is a very entertaining game, it's safe to say. And it's coming down to the final map, and it's even Stevens back and forth thus far.
Chris, I think we briefly saw the stats there. Chris not having the best of games so far, and he's been very, very good so far this series. So I believe it's Supremacy. If he could step it up and they can carry on doing what they're doing, Zorkos and Strikers, they're two slayers so far.
It was the Incense actually placed down at B in that angle. We've seen Fractures abused before in previous rounds. Or previous round. It could pay dividends actually in helping this team fight. It's become even more important because of that. But we have to follow this 2v2 shotgun fight again. Fractures this time being the aggressive one. Goes for that up A, but it's not going to connect in this instance. Such an important fight. Fractures gets the better of one player. Zorkos is fighting on his side as well. Fractures. It is absolutely spot on, and Fractures does get that sniper. He immediately presses that button to stop Strikers pushing, forcing him out of cover, but not going to be successful with that snipe shot. Oh, and just a player flanking around. Oh, hello, Chris. Okay, okay, just cancel off that wall with a melee and immediately bounce into a shotgun. I'm gonna
tag it again. I'm gonna stamp it again, Toby. That cannot happen there. I don't think Chris even knew.
That movement was brilliant. Has to be said, nonetheless, from Chris. I'm not sure if it was intentional as a dodge of a shot, that melee cancel, but
well, if it was, it looked absolutely fantastic. Yep. But I believe it's definitely not that. I believe that Chris didn't know he was there and just realised last second, but took him out nonetheless. And now Supremacy on the hunt to take Lucent home hill. Dynam takes down one.
This is a big fight.
This is a very, very big fight, but he's stunned for a second. He's coming back in for more though. Dynam, he's playing with the lads. He gets one. Strikers gets the other, and that's a Supremacy round.
3-2. We're going into the last round of this half. Let me ask you, let me pose this question to you. Do you think Lucent should have an aggressive approach now in this weapon placement? Do you think this could be a big change?
Well, it's the last round before the second half.
It obviously is back and forth, right? But
yeah,
I think that's something that would be on my mind right now if I was playing for Team Lucent. But instead, sure-footed in their decision straight away, putting the Boltox down. Instead, replacing the Hambus.
I don't know. It's 3-2. I don't think they have to do anything too drastic. I feel like they're just losing it in the last minute in scenarios. I don't think it's kind of clear cut from Supremacy at the moment. I feel like a lot of the rounds have been won from great individual plays, but I feel this sniper fight, this is a really big fight again.
We're going to have to go into
2v2.
Again, Zorkos finds Cougar's Fractures. Definitely the better player on this side up
there
top,
he is.
And he finds the double. The snipe is his reward. And he's aiming straight to Strikers. Could this be a body check? No, it would have helped. But Supremacy just below are winning the shotgun fight for B. Strikers has won his 1B as well. Headshot opportunity.
It's from Fractures. I mean, the last two shots, he definitely did whip, but not that one, Toby. Not that one.
He still has height advantage as well to abuse with this sniper. Careful he doesn't get flanked, and yep, he does clock Zorkos. Not gonna get the check there. Looked very close to his head, and I think Legends is approaching just below, taking out Physics. Cougars is there. You know what? Fractures. He's playing out of his mind right now.
He is, I'd just like to say as well, I'd like to point out, Toby, that the last 2-3 encounters that this top area has had, Fractures has taken both kills. Think about that.
Thinking. And Fractures once again. I'm at the edge of my seat. I won't lie to you earlier. Like, any moment this can go off. And Legends, he picks up the 2-piece over on that C hill. He gets his hill back, and a great body check actually from Fractures. Almost being the thorn in the side to down Zorkos. Fractures already with a rotation. He's now down in thick of the action. The B hull captured, and the points lead still on the side of Team Lucent. With that snipe, they can just slow things down now.
Just literally about to say that, Toby. I feel like that. I feel like that's exactly what they're going to do here as well. They're going to get positions. Fractures is just going to take his time, try and put some damage. Doesn't necessarily need to go for the headshot. Just try and get damage on the individual that they're focusing. And I feel like if he does that and they do this well, Team Lucent are favoured to be the sixth round winner.
Stealing the incense in front. That's a perfect angle. His right hand, he's rolled a little bit too early there. He's trying to throw one into the mix to find Dynam. No, not going to connect. Neither is that one. Maybe a little bit too quick. Throwing them.
No successful Kobe's for Fractures there, and we see Team Lucent dominating.
Oh, they've just stepped outside of the B. They're not going to cap that. Let's get the kills first, perhaps they're saying.
Great play, great decision, like that.
Yeah, and they do have time, you know, honestly, they have such a big score lead, just over 50 points now building up as we approach the end 210 mark. Fractures rotating. Has he died once this round? I don't think he has.
I think he has.
I don't think he has. Still that sniper on his back.
It'd be very interesting to see after this round, Toby, his in-depth strats, because, stats, I believe that they're going to be very, very good, because this guy at the moment is seriously turning up. He doesn't want to go home.
There you have it, the end of the first half, folks. Taking a breather for a second. Fractures definitely having a very, very good round there.
Very good event.
Very good event, equally so, yeah. 22 kills, just saw on the scoreboard in 6 rounds. Not too shabby at all, not too shabby.
And think about this is so close between these two teams. Have Team Lucent got to a stage now where maybe in the future they can compete in MLG events?
It's a fair point, honestly. There's a fair point. The 2-0 Odin earlier, who have competed in many an MLG event under varying teams and organizations. They've already proven how good of a team they are. Can they just finish this off for them? They've taken it to final map. Star players, star plays. Let's see. Second half, ladies and gents. The 2v2 remains up top. Same exact players as well. It's a battle of attrition. Oh, but this time Fractures will fall. Zorkos, the star in him, starts shining. A big button press will stop the enemy team in Lucent from capping that hill after winning down in that area.
Yeah, great there from Zorkos, and you know, Fractures was a little bit unlucky with the roll there that allowed Zorkos to just pick him off quite quickly. But yes, now Supremacy have all the control, and they need to capitalize on this. They need to start using those team those team abilities they have, and start using their structure, because Team Lucent look like they're picking out a lot of holes in Supremacy strats right now.
Cougars finds Dynam. Supremacy are running for their lives, actually. Legends is trying to take advantage. He's got physics stuck in the corner. Maybe a pistol would have been a better choice of weapon there. But the triple cap is blinking. I have no idea how this has occurred. Perhaps that is why Supremacy are running tail between the legs back to their home hill, and they do successfully defend it. Physics and Strikers both picking up kills, and now with all the casualties for Lucent, Supremacy are on the comeback.
They are indeed, and that's 3 members down for Team Lucent, and they're starting to put pressure on this home hill. Can Team Lucent get back in this one? And they do just that with Cougars taking down Dynam, so game on again from Team Lucent.
So difficult for both teams to triple cap given the 10-second respawn timer. It's not the easiest of triple caps in general. Come through with a victory on Zorkos finds Cougars. And this is Supremacy at its finest, playing it slow, sure-footed in every decision. But they have cracked through, have Team Lucent to the E-Hill. It's a big battle, and Exudes wins that. Dynam not far behind, the angle's coming through. Exudes will lose out on that one. Supremacy, they have a stranglehold on this round. Although I say that, Lucent are finally coming out of their spawn and capturing the hill.
Oh, indeed. And now Team Lucent seem to have gone in from a point of being under pressure to having the 2 hills. So they've definitely turned this around, and Legends does take down Dynam as well. And don't think he knows, Strikers, that Fractures is behind him, and Fractures is just going to move off this E-hill and move straight to the home hill. Good decision, bad decision. We'll soon find out.
Fractures so red. He doesn't need to challenge this, but
look at
the fancying himself. The movement has given him a fresh reset of health. Dynam holds his shot, immediate down. They do need to start flying, and this seems to be working, but immediately as I say that, Supremacy come storming out of the spawn. They hold on to the hill. Saying that, though.
I think they need to get E here pretty quickly.
Looking at the points, Lucent have caught up, equally so. It's neck and neck. Strikers is going to fall.
Close.
10-second respawn timer means it just adds to the chaotic nature. The swapping of hills. Supremacy now getting control of the E-hill. No one at the button for a button press, which would have been very effective on that E-hill perhaps for Lucent, but is it all but over? One hill necessary. It's a 2v1 on the F-hill. Legends trying to pull something out the bag. But the E-hill has not been broken. So this will be a Supremacy round.
4-3 to Supremacy. And
just think how hard fought that round was
for
both teams.
So hard fought, and we've seen it so many times between these two teams on all three maps. Is one team will be pushing for a trip cap, and the other team will just get out of that by the skin of their teeth, and then they'll rotate that, change it around, and then they'll be trip capping. So
with that, yeah.
that is so obvious that it's so matched between these two teams right now, and they're going back and forth, and
it's a
victory
line.
is not going to be decided from a. I reckon this is going to go into round 13, Tobes.
All right, the prediction is there, and as I was about to say, it's a fine line between choosing to go for a triple cap or a setup, and is it ever more so in that first round of the half, 10-second respawn timer, that can just be the difference maker in one surviving from a triple cap, and also a great opportunity to flip it on its head.
Exactly, Tobes.
It's so chaotic in nature, this game, without such a short respawn timer in this matchup between these two teams. 2v2 up top. Staring at this bottom fight just for a second to see how this one goes down.
Striker's taking the initiative to push forward, and it's E-hill, and he takes down one. Is he going to take down the other? He does take down the other, so that's a strong start for Supremacy on the E-hill.
Fracture's running as well. They've lost the up top battle. They've lost the middle area battle of the former B-hill location.
Look at this,
and
look
this
at
is
this.
the result. It's actually an overextension coming in from Team Lucent, but are they spread too thinly? It seems like, as the blue is building up in all hills right now. Cougars and Exus trying to crawl into that hill to break it, but it is a team wipe, and Supremacy start to run away with this one, you might argue. 2 rounds in a row, and there's now a 2-round differential for the first time in this map.
The experience is definitely showing right now from this Supremacy squad. When times get tough and tight, they're showing their experience. They're coming out on top in certain scenarios. We saw there a wipe, a pretty quick wipe there from Supremacy on Team Lucent, and then they win the round. It's 5-3 now, and is this the moment that allows Supremacy to run away with this, or have Team Lucent got something else to say? We saw this in Dam as well. We saw Supremacy go up 5-3 in Dam, and Team Lucent come back and win 4 rounds on the trot. So Supremacy, they can't let their composure go. They cannot let their composure go. They need to keep composed. They need to keep clinical.
Team Lucent have lost this team fight up top twice in a row now, and the response is put an end bar in this very location. It's a very chaotic fight there in the old B-hill location. Physics does get dropped as well. So, you know, Fractures, he's moved from up top. He's come down bottom to try and help with acquiring that weapon. Strikers with the rotation. Chris is here to add some firepower, and boy, is it working. When
Pressure.
Supremacy win a team fight, boy, do they win it with confidence, and do they take advantage of this? It looks like they might do.
Well, if Strikers goes down here, Lucent will have a window to capitalize on, but Cougars does not see Dynam coming the back there. I don't think they saw that he was down and got back up again. But yeah, it's Supremacy, they're putting so much pressure on this Team Lucent side in certain areas of this map, and our Team Lucent losing a little bit of focus, losing a little bit of concentration, because they are making little mistakes. They weren't before.
Supremacy with
as
the button
I say
press.
that, the team fire there from Team Lucent's brilliant, but Supremacy do trip cap nearly.
Button press stopped the E-hill breaking. Supremacy then turn their attention to the enemy's home hill, but Team Lucent do hold on. They use the time to come back to E. Actually chase after Chris. They know he's running somewhere. He's going to get pinched very easily here. And Fractures with the overextension. Physics is going to get lit up. Fractures isn't going to be able to crawl away and keep his life. Severely outnumbered. Can Cougars hold on and get a kill out of this? No, he cannot. And now Supremacy, they have options. They have a score buffer. They can wait for every player to come off respawn. They even don't need to do that. They're quickly rotating to the E-hill. Can they break it soon?
Well, really good Lancer fire from Team Lucent in that situation there, but we do see Supremacy turn it on its head yet again. Almost getting the COG domination. But yeah, great team fire there from Lucent as they're, Supremacy were pushing onto that E-hill. Strikers couldn't quite decap that hill, but now we see Physics in a 1v1. He wins that pretty convincingly. Takes down Cougars. Legends takes down Strikers. This is back and forth, but as I say, that Exus takes down SY Gris. And now we see Fractures moving on to Supremacy's home hill. Look at the pressure there. I don't think he knows that he's in his back, and he goes down, but Legends goes down as well. Where's the opportunity here? There's so many things So many things are going on at one time. I cannot keep up, Tobes.
Embar picked up as well from Fortons. He's already getting a headshot and putting that to use. The score lead from Supremacy, it was still building, right? They held on for those 2 hills for so long in this round. It's a 70-point lead. E-hill finally captured, Embar in hand. This is the opportunity for Team Lucent to come back. And honestly, if Supremacy win this, I do not see Team Lucent coming back in this match.
No, I agree with you, Toby.
This is a crucial round.
I agree with you. I do not see them coming back if, yeah, exactly that. And Team Lucent, they're really fighting back here. It seems like they're giving a good fight, but ultimately, Supremacy do look the stronger side. And you now look, they're 60 points up. Got the position, but I thought that was going to be it there from Furtons. He's proven maybe to be a decent Embar player, but yes, Supremacy, they're looking stronger. And look at this rotation here from Physics. He recognizes that no one's at the home hill. He's going to decap this as well pretty convincingly, and that's going to allow Supremacy to go up in points, but he gets taken down by Furtons. Great Embar shot there, and now it's in the hands of Team Lucent. Furtons taking down Strikers.
Another body check.
I thought that was
That's the ticket to kill Dynam as quick as they possibly can. They're going to be able to break it, but they need to stop this Sheffield capture coming through. Fractures is running all the way through the office to try and get into the mix. Can Zorkos hold on now? Numbers being thrown at this team. But Furtons falls. Can Legends pull something on the back? He gets 1 kill. Meat shield in front. The blink is there for a second. Zorkos has a little bit of time.
For Exus, though. If Zorkos goes down, this is very, very dangerous for Supremacy, but he's got his mates to back him up. The other Supremacy members are off. Respawn, and that looks like that, to be fair, Toby. I think they've got the position. Cougars, unless he goes absolutely massive.
One break is all they need to get the points lead. Had to come through it as. They've done the points.
Team Lucent have done it.
Oh my.
5-4. Wow-wee.
The claps come through for the crowd and
Put
from the
me
crowd.
in a package and post me, Toby, because this is too much.
Everyone's laughing, including me, mate. I'm glad to have your energy right now, honestly.
I don't know how much longer I'm going. I'm not going to have a throat in a second. Jeez, Louise, what a game we have on our hands.
It's a swing round. Wow, okay. Could have been 6-3. It is now 5-4 after Lucent somehow hold on to that round.
Let's reset.
Let's reset. Cougars immediately with a pickup as well. This is a very good start from Lucent. Here comes Strikers. Thorn in the side, and the Embar is gone, and it's in Strikers' hands.
Oh,
big Embar opportunity. Oh, hello. Zeus out of nowhere. We must stay composed, I'm sorry. 2v2 at this point in time. Only 1 hill captured. Boy, is the aggression from both teams. Excuse me for a second. As this game
slows down.
So chaotic. Slows down for what an angle.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna headshot as well. Exus with the headshot on Physics. Fractures has the angle on Zorkos. I don't think Zorkos is aware of that. 1 player on the corner in the form of Strikers. Is he going to sneak around and take out Fractures? No! Oh my!
Exus is showing up. The marksman, Exus. I can't deal with this. It's too much. Fractures gets the kill on Physics. And now Team Lucent. And he gets another one. Please stop this, Exus. We can't handle this in the arena.
Somehow Supremacy do hold on. Despite that streak, that flurry of kills, Exus does finally fall. And the rotations start coming through. The score lead is starting to build up for Lucent this time round. In this round. And E-hill has been broken as well. Respawns are gathering.
Given the respawn times, Toby, Supremacy did a great job to to get themselves back into this. But Team Lucent, I know we said it was favouring Supremacy, but now Team Lucent, they look like they're getting into this game a little bit more now. If Dynam goes down, that's great movement there from Cougars. He takes Dynam down, but Physics takes down 2 at the other end.
Physics, will he overextend? No. Just hide around that corner. I don't think Cougars can tell, actually. Unless that Lancer is just peeking up in his vision. Cougars forcing that 1v to Chris. Have a bit of time, do Team Lucent. They don't need to be too aggressive in these scenarios, but they're choosing to do just that. Will the revive come through? No. Fractures tries to run for his life. Zorkos cuts him off, and the E-Hill held on by Supremacy. But the points lead still in favor of Lucent, but that fresh ember could be the factor that wins the round for the French side.
Oh, he's hit him, he's hit him, he's hit him. And he goes down, and now Supremacy are on the trip cap domination. Fractures and Cougars coming in. Can they stop this from happening? He does get the decap. Great movement there from Cougars, but Strikers takes down Cougars.
Oh my.
Fractures gets taken down, and that's it, I think.
Exu's coming back in.
Has something to say.
5 seconds on the clock. Can Vertens do anything about this? No, he cannot.
No, he cannot.
Supremacy should be able to win this round. Bar a miracle from Legends. The smoke is not enough cover, and he cannot make it in time, folks. We are at 6-4. Supremacy on match point.
Match point indeed, and that was a great showing there from Supremacy. Looked like Team Lucent were, gradually taking that, that round. You could just feel it. You could sense it in the arena here that Lucent were just gradually taking that round. But Supremacy did a great job to get themselves back in, and ultimately become the victors in that round. And well, match point for Supremacy. And what are the nerves like on the Team Lucent end? What are they feeling? What do you reckon they're feeling right now, Toby? Emotions.
A little bit of despair, honestly, after that. Such a massive effort put into winning that at the early stage. Of course, Exu's going off, but Supremacy, they remain composed. They reset completely, and then when given the opportunity, did they strike? Boy, did they strike, and was it such a good attempt there on the FL, leading to that triple cap. Incense in the Incinerator, but it's all still about the focus over here for that Ember on board with Zorkos. Seeing what he can do from pillars, sneaking round.
Oh, Physics takes out his own teammate there. What is he doing?
Incense picked up as well, but the Incinerator is pressed. Dynam will prevent that Incense. Those Incense getting out. Fractures and Cougars, the only players alive. Supremacy, it's a 3v2 for them. The pinch comes through from up top. This is golden from the French side, and Cougar should fall as well. It's a very difficult task getting out of that one. Ember is the reward for such teamwork.
And is he going to do it? End it on a high, but trip cap domination here from Supremacy. Jeez, Zeus does take out Physics though. I think Team Lucent have just got out of that. They have, yes, and now they can regroup and push forward, but I thought that was it there, Tobes. I honestly did. I saw 3-4 members of Team Lucent go down. I thought Supremacy going to capitalize and win the map here and the series. But no, Team Lucent doing a great job to regroup and regather themselves.
They can leave Zorkos on this street now with help on that button. If they have access to that button, they have the Ember watching this side, so they can stack their numbers, Supremacy, towards that E-Hill. It's a very difficult push now for Team Lucent. One false move, one error can end their tournament journey here. They pushed out the player from the control room. Supremacy playing their lives above map control, evidently. Zorkos, can he get the angle on this play? He's looking for Cougars through the smoke, can't connect. Fractures falls. I see it down in the form of Legends as well, but the E-Hull has been broken. It's all kicked off here in the center line of this map. Could this be the final team fight? Cougars will fall. Chris picks up Vertens, and only one player alive in the form of Exu's. Fractures just coming off respawn.
Team Lucent need a miracle right now because Supremacy looked like they were just about to take this, but E-Hill, as I say, that E-Hill does get capped by Team Lucent. I thought that was it then. It's about to jump off the edge of my seat, but no, great play there from Exus to decap the E-Hill, and they're still alive in this one. They're still alive.
Yep,
but they are 60 points down. Team Lucent needs to do something here. They do get 3 kills. They are only 2 alive here, Supremacy, but they do regather themselves. And Team Lucent need a push. That's a cheeky smoke tag there in E, like that. But they need to put pressure here.
On that F-Hill. Strikers full ready. Tries to look for a revive, but he's forced players off. They need to get back into this battle straight away. Legends,
1
big round
second
with the double. Futons will find the kill on Physics. Chris tries to hold on to this round. It's a 3v1. Somehow he gets a second kill. Here comes Zorkos. Big 1v1. But Futons is going to hold on. And that will be Team Lucent's round. Just as we thought Supremacy might be able to get away with this. It is now 2 rounds away.
And that man right there on your screens, Exus, did a great job in keeping them in that round, decapping the E-Hill. I went a bit too manic, and I thought Supremacy had won it, but Team Lucent, Exus, what a play there. What a play there, keeping his team in it, and 6-5. This is going down to the wire. I said it before, Toby, this is going to be a round 13. You didn't believe me, but look.
It is doable. It is doable, the round 13, and honestly, Lucent, I think they'll be believing in themselves now at this point, definitely. It is doable, the victory over the 2nd seed in Europe. Long-running 2nd seed of that. Big Incend pickup as well, 2 players here. Oh, Strikers, big shotgun fight, amazing Incend from Legends. Can they pick up that weapon though? The E-Hill rather, big shotgun fight going down at the end, but big Incend from the middle as well, and that could be a swing factor. Chris falls, it's a team wipe. They now need to run for the hills.
Team Lucent here surely have won this round.
They are
I think Strikers is going to make it. This is going to go to around 13. Oh, but he just does it just in time.
Big
and he takes down
1v1,
Legends.
but Strikers holds on and he saves the round for Legends. We will have a reset. The round will not be over just yet. Supremacy live to fight another day in this one.
Edge of your seat stuff, Toby, let me tell you.
Strikers continuing his campaign there with confidence, finds Futons. They have button control, they have the angle, but Lucent, they have quite a bit of a score lead.
He's thrown a nade himself on. But unlucky.
It's not going to be the most ideal frag grenade. Supremacy don't care at all. Frag grenade thrown into the mix. Physics will dodge that easily. Oh, Exu's been caught off by Zorkos. There are 3 members in this lane for Supremacy, and they are applying the pressure. The respawn timer does favor for a triple cap. Big 1v for Strikers as well. Everyone is joining in this fight. It comes down to 1 home hill again.
Oh,
Cougars gets the kill on Strikers. Zorkos gets a revive. Futons has come out of nowhere, and Legends gets the kill as well. Lucent hold on, this time to their home hill.
And if they can capitalize here, take down Physics, get control of this E-Hill again, then Team Lucent are again in a prime position to gain a lot of points. But do they know that Chris is there?
They do.
Yes, they do.
Incend as well. Can he connect? What an Incend, throws it right in front of himself, right on top of that window. Physics does get revived. Here comes Exus from the back. The nail in the coffin for that push potentially. Zorkos, the last man in the area for Supremacy. He baits Cougars on one side. It is perfect.
Zorkos replies. There's a hero in the Supremacy team, and his name is Zorkos.
Is this the result? Is this the reward for such smart play? It's a 2v1. Legends, can you bring a 2v1 to the party? He gets the damage advantage. Dynam is stuck to his own devices.
Back and forth.
Someone hold me, please.
If you had heart problems, you'd be dead. Jeez.
All right, Chris is up top. Fractures. He's ran all the way from his home hill to the enemy's home hill.
Chris, that can't happen. He needs to take this. If Legends take this, Chris is doing a great job of staying alive, but he does go down.
The points are level as well. Hills are being decapped. There hasn't been 3 hills captured on the map for quite a long time now. Physics. Futons do meet here. Supremacy have reset. Now is the push, and the points are getting very close to the 210 mark. Tensions will rise, and shotgun battles become ever so important. And of course, staying alive as well, given the respawn timer. It's a fight over the D-hill. Fractures gets 1 kill before he gets downed. Supremacy will clean up, so they hold on to that hill. E-hill held on by Supremacy. Also, frag grenades thrown into the mix. But they do need a break now, do Team Lucent. Big Incend from Dynam. Exus now needs to be thrown into the mix, whether he likes it or not, because the points are not on his side. Frag grenade to prevent Dynam's escape.
Team Lucent need to make a massive push here, Toby. They need to make a massive push, and Dynam still kept out of his life. This is great team fight from Supremacy. They get another down. They take another. It's 201, 202, 203, and I think that's lit. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Supremacy are your victors here.
Take a breath. It is over. and the crowd is clapping. What a fantastic match that was. In the last 5 rounds, it was back and forth, back and forth. Edge of your seat stuff, and I have never casted over such an intense game in my life.
That was unbelievable, Toby, and what a pleasure it was for the viewers as well, especially to see such an intense, competitive match like that was, and Supremacy coming out overall victors here, but Team Lucent, what a fight.
Commiserations to them, but they have, I think they might have started a dynasty here. How they've performed this event has been amazing. 2-0 Odin earlier on. A team you would not be surprised to see in the grand final themselves. They take seed number 2 to the final map and lose out only by 2 rounds. Edge of your seat stuff.
I'm looking like a mess right now because I honestly...
You're fine, my friend, don't worry.
I honestly... That was such a good game and so intense.
The round count shows it as well on our screen, folks.
How close is that? Team Lucent taking Supremacy's pick. Supremacy taking Team Lucent's pick, and then Supremacy taking the last map there at the end. I mean, just how back and forth was that last map as well? You know, Supremacy would get 2 kills, and Lucent would just answer back with 2 more, and it was just back and forth, back and forth. So many good rotations, so many good individual plays. You had the whole lot there. There was not a boring moment in that last map. So, what a game.
I think that's one map that will be watched time and time again in a match overall, honestly. I know I'll be watching that back a couple of times. A few of those maps. Boy, oh boy, what a great showing from both Team Lucent and, of course, Team Supremacy. Yes, they were the favorite, Supremacy, but you got to give it to them. They had moments of greatness in each of those maps, Lucent as well. That last map, just think about how many engagements there were. Didn't see the final score, but I'm sure the kills were just off the charts. So many kills, as you said, so many rotations. The raw analytics for that last map, so many numbers, so many downs, so much damage, back and forth, left and right. There wasn't a single corner of the map that was left unturned. Both teams threw everything at their opponents.
Do you know what? I think it's as well. You know, go back to the stats. I don't think we actually quite got to look because it was just when Supremacy won, it was over. It's finally over. But yeah, no, I believe I got a glimpse of it. And I think Team Lucent, one of the members of Team Lucent, had like 41 kills, 42 kills, and they were all turning up. You know, we've kind of banged on a lot, or talked a lot about Cougars being such a fantastic M-bar player, and then I believe when Furtons at one point had it in his hand, he got a three-piece in such quick succession as well. It's fantastic. So Team Lucent individually, they really turned up at this event. You know, and as you say, all credit to them. Because, but Supremacy, they just showed their experience, their composure. You know, they've been doing this for a very long time. They've been to a lot of LAN events. You know, they just kind of, they knew what they were doing in those last moments. And every single time Lucent would kind of get you know, position on an area on the map, Supremacy just know how to take advantage of that. So Supremacy in the end victors.
It was so close, though. It came down to 2 rounds. And, I mean, thinking back to Reclaim, for example, Supremacy's experience really showed on that one.
Definitely.
And I think, you know, it goes to show that Supremacy, they had to go all out in order to beat that Team Lucent squad. Odin fell 2-0 earlier to Team Lucent. I've said that already, but I'll say it again. If you didn't see the likes of the polish that we saw on Reclaim, the teamwork, the expertise on offer from Supremacy, this could have gone, you know, Lucent's way, even a 2-0 victory. You know, you wouldn't be surprised after seeing that match pan out there if it was to be, you know, played again in another dimension. But, you know, hats off to Lucent. They have proven this event that they are truly the best Spanish team right now
100%.
In Europe.
100%.
Second best team in terms of just purely Europe outside of the UK. And they are 3rd place in this event. They've beaten many top teams. You know, DZ, Odin, they've topped them in the placements. They have shocked many players, many fans. They've turned heads. And, you know, the Cinderella story didn't come true. They didn't reach the grand finals. But, you know, I think they deserve all the praise in the world for how they've performed this event.
100% they do. And, you know, Yeah, like you say, not a lot of people, when looking at this event, looking at the team list, not a lot of people expected Team Lucent to come here and you know, come third.
Sure.
But obviously, talking about the victors a little bit more, they've now got to go and do, you know, go and take on the giant, the titan that is Fable Gaming. And, you know, what happened in that first matchup? You know, 7-2, 7-3,
Yeah.
wasn't very close. I know we were talking about the rounds being close, but looking at the score, looking at the map count, wasn't close at all. And Supremacy now have got to do that twice to beat them. And it's a typical Echo Fox, potentially Optic situation, maybe in the last couple of events. You know, Optic, they got to the finals, they won those winner bracket finals. They were waiting there in the grand finals. Echo Fox had a loser bracket run, and then they came in, and it was always the question in those scenarios: can Echo Fox do it twice? And I believe out of the kind of 5 or 6 times that they met in that grand finals, they only did it once. So Supremacy, it's a very big task, a very big ask. But if they do it here,
they need to win two matches in a row, though. Not maps, matches. And it's a tall order in itself, winning one. You know, Fable, certainly the favourites going into that grand final. But Supremacy, if that's not a great warm-up against Team Lucent there, I don't know what is. Everything was tested there individually. Zorkos.
Perhaps the best of 5 in the same situation.
Perhaps. Zorkos, you know, I think if we have to go into MVP, I think Zorkos, he really did shine several times, especially in the last map. Also reclaimed, though, really that short-footed shotgunner. It's so smart how he played.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I think we're going to have to get into this grand final very, very soon. Elliot, it was an absolute pleasure, that game. One of the most intense casts I've ever had. So, guys, you know, commiserations to Team Lucent. Supremacy will move on to that grand final. And we'll see them very soon up against Fable. Please do not go anywhere. Tweet out the stream. We'll see you very soon.